Hello, I'm John Paul Dejoria. Yes, I am the co-founder and creator of Bandero Tequila. This happened some time ago. Most of you know me as the co-founder of Paul Mitchell Salon Hair Care, as well as Patron Tequila and several other good companies. However, today we're going to talk about how we got going with Bandero Tequila, how we got involved and what it's all about, but more important, how to help you help your customer. You see, that's what the most important thing is. If you could help your customer sell your product and know the qualities of your product so that they can say the same exact thing to their customers, all of a sudden you're selling through. I've said so many times, you never want to be in the selling business. You want to be in the reorder business. The selling business is, here's what I have, you do everything you can to sell it. But then what does it do? Sit on the shelf? You hope the guy will promote it for you? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. The best care that we could give to our customers, whether it's a beverage store, a liquor store, a nightclub, or restaurant, is to show them how to let their customer know what a great product Bandero Tequila is and why they should get it. That's selling through and not to. This way you've got something afterwards happening, not just you hoping and praying that once you made the sale, the guy may sell it for you, the lady may do it. You don't quite know. But this is to help you out. So let's go a little bit of history. I started this company, and this was prior to me selling Patron Tequila over 5 years ago. And I thought, how unique it would be to have another tequila come with a really super mellow tequila. Bandero Tequila is not Patron Tequila. It is not Patron's recipe. It's totally different than Patron. But it is a great tequila. Patron was a great tequila, okay? And still is. This is a great tequila. And you've already seen, I think, the video to show you how it's made, how it's done in small batches, how we take the time to separate and redo it the way it was done over 100 years ago. Small batches, take the time and process it a bit differently than most companies do. That's how we get the best tequila we have. And the bottle is great. And as you may know, it is recycled glass. So not only is it the best formulation for our distillery, but done in recycled glass to help out the planet. And that's what we're all about. But how do we get it in there? How do we get the story in there? So I might suggest this. First of all, don't think of Bandero Tequila as a good bottle of tequila, especially when you walk into a location you want to present it to. Look at it as a gem. In other words, bring it into the picture. And I'm holding it like I would hold a gem, not like a bottle. So you're presenting it like a gem. What I would suggest you do, and we can help you with this, is get yourself a piece of black or purple. Purple's a good color. Just felt, maybe get a piece that's 1 foot square or something, or a little bigger. Put the bottle in it and walk in so it's covered up. So you could actually do an unveiling. And here's how I would do it. I would walk in and sit with my bag here and I would say, hi, I have something really unique to show you here, okay, that you're going to love. John Paul Dejoria, who, as you know, is the co-founder of Patron Tequila, he developed this tequila that now he could get involved with his daughters in, a tequila that is different than Patron. It is one that is made as unique and special, but it's made the way it was made over 100 years ago. It's made a different way with small batches, and a lot of the processing we do takes a lot longer and a lot more time. But the end result is this product. This particular product I'm going to show you has already won 7 gold medals, and I think more are coming. This is Bandero, and I would let it drape over me. I would take my little piece of felt, put it on the counter in front of them, and I would set this right on the felt. And I would address it as a proper person. Bandero Tequila. You could see what a beautiful packaging it is. In fact, it also won a gold medal for packaging, okay? It is a beautifully packaged, and it's recycled glass. Well, JP, John Paul's all into saving the planet. He did with this again. It is recycled glass. It is very, very unique. And in all the testing it's done, once again, it's won already 7 gold medals. This is a very special mellow tequila. It's one of the 2 smoothest tequilas on the planet. And if you would like, you may want to taste it a little bit and see what this is like. And then have a little glass with you, take your little glass out, pour a little bit in and say, this is room temperature. It's not even cool. You could really taste how smooth something is at full room temperature. Taste this. And you will notice this as you're tasting it, that instead of any kind of a burn at the back of your mouth, you have a warmth, but you still have the agave taste. That's how unique this product is. And we have some unique things that'll help your liquor store or help your restaurant or help your bar sell this product through, because that's what's important. Is it's good for you to have it and know it's the very best, but unless your customers do and you get reorders out of it, you'll be happy, but not as happy as you would be with a lot of reorders. So we want to assist you with that. What we're going to do is this. Number one, as you can see here, it says treat yourself. Treat yourself, okay? And you deserve to treat yourself. It says treat yourself. We're going to give you not only little cards similar to a table card, but also something like this, but a bit larger for your window. So as people walk out and it's see-through, it's very, very attractive. They see John Paul Dejoria, and most people know who he is. He's next to a bottle of tequila. He's doing his peace, love, and happiness. In other words, people will say, well, this is different. And then when they enter your store, you could always say, by the way, if somebody is buying tequila, for example, it says, where's your tequila, or is just buying a bottle, the way to get this out is say this: what you're getting is good. However, if you want to treat yourself for $5 more, depending obviously on the price of the other tequila they're buying, or $10 more, you can treat yourself to a 7 gold medal tequila. The new Bandero tequila, we now have it. It's won 7 gold medals, and it's one of the smoothest tequilas ever made in the history of the world, the old-fashioned way. You can treat yourself today for only a few dollars more. For the same price, you could treat yourself. And if you've never tasted Bandero, it's worth it. And by the way, the creator is a fellow you will probably know his picture, and that is the fellow that was the co-founder of Paul Mitchell Salon Hair Care, which is all over the world right now, obviously, and in your city, everyone's city, right? As well as Patron Tequila. It's not Patron, but it's the same guy who's the co-founder. These are important things to bring up because it gives people a reason. So the way you look at it is, and you could tell them, if you will put a bottle in your liquor store right there at the counter, just put a bottle at the counter. And when anybody walks up, they could see it, and you could say, we have Bandero. Even in your liquor store, if they're not buying tequila, we have the new Bandero tequila. And tell them a little bit about it like I'm telling you. So this is a way to introduce it, and also it works out really good because it looks good. The bottle is so attractive that if you were to put it on the top shelf or the first couple shelves, it really bounces out at you, really bounce out in a big way. It gives a helping hand. Now, if you are calling on a restaurant or you are calling on a bar, that's even easier. And here's why. You'll let them know that we have table cards made out of this that let your customer know that they can treat themselves. But let's say in a restaurant, for example, somebody goes in there to order a margarita. I give you an example of what will happen. If one walked into a restaurant, just a regular Mexican restaurant, and said, may I have a margarita? Tell the waitress, tell the bartender to tell them, yes, you can, and we make a great margarita, but for $5 more, you can treat yourself. Use the word, you can treat yourself to one of the very, very best. It's one of the smoothest tequilas in the world. We have it in here. It's the new Bandero. But there's a table card on your table that talks about it. You could treat yourself today. People like to treat themselves. For $5 more, you can treat yourself. Now they have a reason to get it. Once they taste it, I would just say that the majority of people will say, that is unbelievable, and want it again. So in other words, it's nice to sit on the bar. It's nice to sit wherever the cocktail waitress goes to get hers. But unless it's really moving, you're not going to be the happiest person in the world. So we want them to use me as an example, use the quality of the product, for example, but more important, all the bartenders and waitresses should know, every one of them. They should know these key words. And the key words are, that's great, we have it. However, would you like to treat yourself today? We have the new Bandero. Very important. Find a way to have 50 salespeople for you, not just you. The way you get 50 or 100 or 200 is to go back once it's in, once they have it. Go in there and teach the bartender and the waitresses. Find out the best time to go in. Teach them how to say, treat yourself. Tell your customers, or you could treat yourself today. We have the new Bandero. We have this new drink made with the new Bandero. Treat yourself today. We have to help the bartender and the waitress sell it through, just like we help the liquor stores sell it through by having it on the shelf and having it at the front desk next to the cash register, even a couple of these bottles, even a couple little ones to tell people about it. It reminds them. If they will do that to every single customer, you'll be blown away at how your business is going to grow and grow and grow. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people, successful people do all the things unsuccessful people don't want to do, like going back or when they have the product and not only showing the people that work behind the bar or on the floor how to sell it and talk about would you like to treat yourself today with these examples, whether it's on a margarita or a straight shot of tequila, would you like to treat yourself today? In other words, not only do you want to do it, but if you want to be successful, after you do it and show them, go back in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks and say, hey guys, I wanted to check on you because those restaurants or those bars that are saying if you'd like to treat yourself, sales are going through the roof. Guys, you're doing okay, but I know you're not saying it, so can I get everybody together again? We want to make you successful. Just tell everybody, as the bartender and the waitress says that, or would you like to treat yourself today? We have the new Bandero, one of the smoothest tequilas ever made the old-fashioned way. They made it this way over 100 years ago, and it's amazing. It's number one if you'd like to treat yourself. Very important words. So when you go back and do that, you are creating your own success, and that's what unsuccessful people don't want to do. You could go in and get an order, but it's going to sit there. Go back and try and get a reorder. Unless they move it, it's going to be small. You've got to help them, and if possible, have them get it on the menu. That's also very, very helpful. Now, what do you do with liquor stores to follow through? Go back in a week. Once they have it, is the bottle of Bandero tequila sitting by the cash register so people can look at it and get familiar with its look? Do each one know to say, yes, we have that, or yes, you love that, but by the way, if you want to treat yourself today, you may want to pick up a bottle of Bandero. We now have it. One of the smoothest tequilas in the world. It's already won 7 gold medals. And John Paul Dejoria and his family are behind this one. That's how you sell through. And then what do? You don't stop there. Go back again. Another week later to the liquor stores. Go back again, or 2 weeks later. See if they have the bottle there and how they're moving. And if they're not saying it, liquor stores that are doing this are really moving out the product. Why don't you just try it for 1 week? For 1 week, just try it. Have it at the front there at the bottle and say that to everybody. We have the new Bandero tequila in here. It's won 7 gold medals. It's one of the smoothest tequilas in the world, made the way they used to make it over 100 years ago. It's amazing. Treat yourself today. These are very, very important. This is just one of the many lessons along the way. I'll be getting back with you guys here on how successful people become more successful. And the extra little things you have to do doesn't cost you any money, but you've got to follow through. There's a big difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. We wish you, on behalf of my daughters, myself, my partners, and everybody at Bandero Tequila and JK, everybody, a beautiful life of peace, love, happiness, and a lot of success with the finest product that you can treat yourself to, extra smooth, gold medal winners, and something you're going to love. Thank you. Peace, love, and happiness to all of you.